This is Eric Erb from The Eric Erb Show Live. You can find me on anchor.fm. That's anchor.fm/The Eric Erb Show Live. And find me online at TheEricErbShow.com. And of course, Twitter.com/The Eric Erb Show. And then you can also find me on Spreaker.com/The Eric Erb Show Live. And of course, on Podbean at podbean.com/Eric Erb Live. I want to talk to you today about something that's very, very interesting. It's in the news. It's making Twitter headlines. It's making the headlines all over. And it says, Clint Eastwood, I repeat, Clint Eastwood endorses Bloomberg, citing ornery politics. Hollywood legend and longtime Republican activist Clint Eastwood has endorsed Michael Bloomberg for president, saying he was tired of the ornery politics with Donald Trump. Well, that's very interesting. I don't know if you know it or not, but I, because of my age, I grew up with a lot of Clint Eastwood movies. Right now, Clint Eastwood's about 89 years old. I grew up with some of the movies. Here's some of the top 10 movies Clint Eastwood has either starred in, which he has, and produced, and that type of thing. But some of the best movies, at least some of the top 10 Clint Eastwood list. First one being The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, The Unforgiven, A Few Dollars More, and of course we all know the outlaw Josie Wales, $1 Million Baby, Dirty Harry, the Dirty Harry series, I remember that growing up, A Fistful of Dollars, Drifter, In the Line of Fire, where he was a Secret Service agent. He couldn't save president, and of course the last one he was in, at least I remember going back a few years, Escape from Alcatraz. And Clint Eastwood's been in hundreds of movies. Again, he was one of my favorite actors. It's just hard to digest Clint Eastwood supporting Michael Bloomberg, little Mikey. I can't believe it. No, it's hard. He's saying that, he's tired of the ornery politics with Donald Trump. He says the best thing we could do is support Michael Bloomberg there. Eastwood said in an interview, and that was published on Friday by the Wall Street Journal. Wow, that's just, I don't even know what to say. The prolific actor and director at 89, he was in politics in 2012, into presidential politics in 2012, when he appeared at the Republican National Convention to endorse Mitt Romney. And he did a mocking dialogue with Barack Obama, who he represented on stage by an empty chair. If you remember going back in 2012 when Mitt Romney, his unsuccessful campaign, he couldn't win. He's tried and tried, can't seem to ever win. And then I remember Clint Eastwood doing the empty chair routine, basically saying that was President Barack Obama at the time, kind of illustrating the empty chair was Obama, that he didn't have anything, basically. Eastwood, who was a registered libertarian, never officially endorsed Donald Trump in 2016, but said he was on to something, and secretly everybody is getting tired of political correctness and kissing up. But in the Wall Street Journal interview, he lamented that politics has gotten so ornery, and adding that while he approves of certain things that Donald Trump has done, he wished that the president would act in more a genteel way without tweeting and calling people names, as President Trump sometimes does. I would personally like, then he goes on to say, Clint Eastwood, he would personally like him not to bring himself to that level. And that's pretty interesting. And then, of course, it says here in the interview by the Wall Street Journal, Dirty Harry also served as his Dirty Harry star also served his time as a mayor. Clint Eastwood led the wealthy enclave of Carmel by the Sea, California, for 2 years, while Bloomberg served 3 terms as New York City mayor. Joe Biden has also got a boost from a celebrity when the actress-performer Cher appeared alongside of him in Las Vegas after endorsing his candidacy earlier in the week. So that's kind of the headlines. The main story is Clint Eastwood endorsing little Michael Bloomberg. Mini Mike, as President would refer to him. Mini Mike Bloomberg. And it's very interesting because, like I said, that there was 10 movies or so, and he has made tons and tons and tons of movies. He's a very good actor, director, producer, Clint Eastwood. He's very, very, very good. But it's sad. It's sad to see that he's now swung over to the Bloomberg camp. And all I could suspect was maybe the actor is needing money, and maybe Michael Bloomberg, of course, having billions and billions of dollars. Last time I checked, he did have assets in the $52 billion range. That's $52 billion. So all I could say is maybe Bloomberg bought the actor Clint Eastwood off. That's all I could say. I mean, that's what it appears to be. Anybody looking at this from the outside, it's like that's not normal. Anybody that knows Clint Eastwood will tell you that is not normal. Clint Eastwood is a very staunch person. He's shit or get off the pot type of person. He doesn't take shit from anybody. Again, I'm not understanding. I'm confused as the rest of us in here in the media world. I'm just as confused as a podcaster. It's a very troubling decision. Again, an actor I've liked for 3/4 of my whole entire life. I've liked this guy, and Clint Eastwood decides to go over to the Michael Bloomberg camp. So let me know what you think about this podcast. This is The Eric Erb Show Live, and you can find me online at anchor.com/The Eric Erb Show Live. You can find me on twitter.com/The Eric Erb Show. And then, of course, find me online at TheEricErbShow.com and Spreaker.com/The Eric Erb Show. Love to have you as a contributor. Love to have you as a subscriber. Like and subscribe down below. And then, of course, on Podbean at podbean.com/Eric Erb Live. This is Eric Erb signing off. Have a good night.